Hi everyone, Angela here. For this project, I'm using 2 layers of polar fleece. This fabric is lightweight and warm, and the edges don't fray when cut. My fabrics are folded in half and measure the same width, so I'm going to lay them together, matching the long edges. We'll need to remove the selvage edges that run along the length of the fabric from both pieces. I'm making this blanket as a throw, so I'm using the full width of the fabric, which is about 60 inches wide. I bought 1 3/4 yards of fabric so that I can cut it 65 inches long. You can make this blanket any size. I'll leave a link for different blanket sizes. Square off the top and bottom edges. Separate and open up both pieces. We need to put the wrong sides of the fabric together, and one way to tell the right side from the wrong side is by stretching the fabric. It'll always curl to the wrong side. Again, place wrong sides together, match all the edges, and smooth it out. Using chalk or vanishing ink pen, mark a line 3 inches up from the edge on all sides. Then cut away the squares from all the corners. Next, cut 1.5 inch wide strips on all the sides from the edge up to the 3-inch mark. If you don't have a rotary blade, you can do this by eyeballing it or mark it out and cut with scissors. When you get close to the other end, just make sure you have enough fabric to make the strips even, otherwise just make the last few a little narrower. Through both layers, we need to make little 1/2 inch cuts in the center of each strip, just below that top mark. If you're using a rotary blade, just push the bottom of the blade firmly through both layers. There's no need to roll the blade at all, as you don't want to make the hole any bigger. If you're using scissors, fold up the strip so that the fold is 1/4 inch below the mark. If you can get them, spring-loaded Rag Quilt scissors are really good for making these small cuts. If you need to, mark the center of each strip before cutting. To make the fringe, take the bottom corner and push it through the opening. Carefully pull it through, separate the 2 layers to make it nice and tight. This creates a nice contrast at the top. If you pull the ends through from underneath, this will create the contrast on the other side. If you have any trouble pushing it through, carefully use a point turner or a knitting needle to help guide the ends through. It's best to cut and turn the fringes one side at a time. To remove the ink, just spray with water and dab with a cloth. So whether the contrast is on a plain side or a printed side, they both look really cute. For other blanket and DIY projects, be sure to have a look on my channel. Thanks again for watching, take care, and happy sewing!